Hey guys, so for today's tutorial I'm going to branch out just a wee bit and throw something out there to the hoopers in the audience. I had a friend ask me this past week about doing anti-spin flowers with hoops, and I thought that this would be a great opportunity actually to set down a video tutorial on how to do them, because the method that I'm most fond of using for teaching them with poi totally works with hoops as well. And of course, as anybody who's tried them out knows, it can be just as much a challenge to learn how to do anti-spin flowers with hoop as it can be to learn how to do them with poi, right? So here's how we're going to do this, and it's going to involve thinking about two different types of hoop movements, what I would call a dip and a drag, yeah? The poi equivalents to these are really linear isolations and linear extensions, but we'll not worry about those words for right now. For right now, we're just going to think of it as dipping the hoop down in front of you and dragging it across your body, yeah? So for the dip, you're starting off with the hoop rotating over on one side of your body, and as the hoop is coming around, such to the point where it would be going past the shoulder or the hand that's holding it, you're going to move your hand over such that the hoop is kind of hanging from your hand, and you're doing this along body center, and you're going to let the momentum of that take you all the way over to the other side of your body, yeah? So the hoop dips and then comes out. It dips and then comes out, yeah? And then once you get to the other side, your mission is, as the hoop is coming around your hand such that it would be kind of hanging from your hand once again, rather than doing the dip that we did before, what you're going to do instead is you're going to drag your hand across, almost like you're trying to catch the hoop before it can get around your hand, yeah? So we dip, and then the drag. Again, we take the drag across, and you'll note when I get to the other side of the drag, the hoop still totally has enough momentum to be going around my hand, so I can go dip, drag, dip, drag, dip, drag, dip, drag, yeah? Now here's how that turns into an anti-spin flower. We're going to start moving our hand up and down in addition to back and forth, right? So for the dip, what we're actually going to do is, as the hoop is moving down, our hand is going to kind of chase it there. So rather than just moving our hand to the side as the dip is occurring, we're actually going to reach down as the dip is occurring, right? And here's the harder part. Now, the drag is going to happen rather than at about shoulder level, it's going to be happening up at about head level, yeah? So once again, as the hoop is coming around, such that the majority of the hoop is hanging from the hand, but it's really, you know, kind of hanging from this position between like your thumb and your forefinger and everything, you're going to drag it across the top, just like you did when we were going back and forth in a straight line. And you can even think about it the same way. You can think dip, drag, dip, drag, dip, drag, dip, drag, just like that. And thus, you've created a three-petal anti-spin flower. You can also do this right side up if instead of the dip, you want to think of it as like a pop and a drag, a pop and a drag, a pop and a drag. But the drag there is much harder because the hoop is up the entire time as you're going across it. Either which way, what you really want to be looking out for with this is that the hoop is only hanging from your hand a total of twice in the course of the move. It's really tempting to try and make it rotate a couple extra times when it gets to the top in order to kind of make it feel more stable. The solution to that, honestly, is when we're learning moves like this, we always think, okay, step 1, step 2, step 3 kind of thing, right? Think a step ahead of where you need to be. So when I'm going down, I'm already thinking about this position up here, and when I get to this position up here, I'm already thinking about getting over here. And in that way, I can make it one continuous movement, and I can then make sure that the hoop is only hanging from my hand once, twice, once, twice, once, twice, once, twice, yeah? If you're feeling really ambitious and you want to do a 4-petal anti-spin, all that you need to do is chain together, instead of a dip and a drag or a pop and a drag, is chain together a dip and a pop. So in that case, I would go dip, pop, dip, pop. And now it's no longer a move that has 2 moments where the hoop is hanging from your hand. It now has 3 moments when the hoop is hanging from your hand. So I get dip, pop, dip, pop, dip, pop. And again, when you dip it, you're going to dip down, pop up, dip down, pop up, dip down, pop up, dip down, pop up. And voila, a 4-petal anti-spin flower with hoop. Yes? Cool. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all next week with another tutorial, probably for poi this time. Peace.